Welcome. So this is our official press conference for the match coming up. We have colleagues in the room from Iceland and from Latvia. To introduce people at the table, we have Lars Lagerbäck, one of our two head coaches, and Aron Gunnarsson, our captain. I'd like to ask the colleagues from Latvia to start, so we can start in Latvian. We have a translator with us, so you can please feel free to ask in Latvian if you prefer, and he will translate, and then we will answer in English, and then translate it back over to Latvian. So I open the floor for questions from Latvian media.
Jautājums Larsam. Labi, tāpēc ir. Jautājums Larsam, trenerim galvenajam. Nu, bet tur jau nekas nestrādā. Nu? Tāpēc jau ir. Tagad ir. Jautājums Larsam, ko viņš ir izmainījis? Jo kopš viņš atnāca, tagad ir tikai uzvars praktiski Islandai, bet pirms tam jau Islandai tik spoži nespēlēja. Kas ir tas galvenais, ko viņš ir izmainījis attiecībā pret spēlētājiem, pret komandu?
This is a question for you, Mr. Lagerbäck. And the question was, what have you changed since you have arrived to the national team? Because since you arrived, the team has been competing really well and winning a lot of matches. So what have you changed with the players and with the team?
It's very difficult for me to say, as I don't know exactly what has happened before I started with the team. So it's very difficult to say what is the difference. So I think I was lucky also. That's the main reason why I gladly said yes to work with the Iceland national team, is that we have a group of really good players. When I got the question to start, I mean, it was a big group of players coming from the under-21 who went to the finals. So that was the most interesting thing for me. So I think the biggest difference is that we have a group of young, very talented players. So it's a rather young national team we have. Then how much we have changed is so difficult for me to say. I probably had maybe a little bit more international experience than the coaches before me, and of course that's an advantage if you have been on this level and get a lot of experience what the demands are, both for us as a team, for me as a coach, and for the players. So maybe that had been an advantage too.
Jāsaka, man ir grūti teikt, kas ir izmainījies, jo es īpaši nezināju, kas ar komandu notika pirms te pievienojos. Varētu teikt, ka man paveicās, jo šajā izlasē ir patiešām ļoti daudz labu spēlētāju, un daudz arī pievienojās no U21 izlases, kur arī uzvarēja turnīrā. Un jāsaka, ir ļoti daudz jaunu talantīgu spēlētāju, un vienīgais, ko es varu teikt, varbūt man starptautiskā pieredze ir devusi lielu ieguldījumu komandas labajos rezultātos.
Agree. Anything further from Latvia? Yes?
Kā varbūt treneris varētu paraksturot Latvijas izlases tādās spēcīgākās puses, un ko viņš līdz šim ir zina par Latvijas izlasi?
This is also a question for you, and what could you say about Latvia? What is its strengths, and what do you think about the national team of Latvia?
Yeah, I think my colleague in Latvia, Pāvārs, has done a great job. Of course, we watched several games now they played. They are well organized. They have a really good attitude in the team. They're working hard, have good physical strengths. So I'm mainly impressed by the way Pāvārs has organized the team. So, I mean, the results you have shown that it's a really good organized team. You haven't conceded almost any goals for the last 4 or 5 matches. So it's a team that is really difficult to beat.
Jāsaka, ka mans kolēģis Pahars ir paveicis lielisku darbu ar izlasi, tā spēlē ļoti organizēti, kā arī spēlētāji demonstrē lielisku attieksmi. Spēlētāji ir fiziski spēcīgi, un jāsaka, tiešām Pahars ir veicis sabrīnojumu darbu ar izlasi, un arī redzams, ka pēdējos mačos izlases neielaiž neviens vārds, tā kā šī izlase tiešām ir spēcīga.
Larsam, arī par taktiku pēdējās spēlēs ļoti daudz izmanto tālās piespēles. Kāpēc tā, vai ir plānots varbūt pret Latviju atkal līdzīgi spēlēt, vai ne?
This is a question about tactics. In your last games, you've used a lot of long passes, long passing, and what has been your idea to do that, and will you use the same with Latvia?
I don't know if we used a lot of long passes. I think we are maybe having too much passes even sometimes. So I don't agree with that. We are using a lot of long passes. I mean, we try to find a good variation in the way we are attacking. If we can build up, if we can keep the ball, that's okay. And if we can go quickly and come in behind the opponents, that's okay too. So we're not looking for the long balls or the short passes. We're looking for a good variation, also depending on how the other team is playing.
Es nepiekrītu apgalvojumu, ka mēs izmantojam daudz garās piespēles. Es uzskatu, ka mēs pielāgojamies katrai komandai un mēs attiecīgi no tā vai dodam garās piespēles vai saspēlējamies īsi. Mēs pielāgojamies pretiniekiem.
Pēdējais jautājums vēl no manis ir par uzbrucēju Elbomu Sigtursonu no Amsterdamas Ajax. Vakar viņš treniņā nepiedalījās. Kas ar viņu ir? Vai viss ir vesels spēlēs?
Question about your forward, Sigtursson from Ajax. He didn't participate in the training session last night. Is everything okay? Will he be in the game tomorrow?
Yeah, but we think that everybody that is here are fit and possible to play tomorrow. He just dressed from security reasons, so it's not a serious injury or anything. So if we pick him, he will play tomorrow.
Jā, visi, kas ir atbraukuši, ir gatavi spēlēt, un tas bija tikai drošības apsvērumu dēļ, tā kā visdrīzāk viņš spēlē.
Okay, thank you. So we move over to Icelandic media, who will ask questions to Lars in English, so we'd be happy to translate that. Questions in Icelandic for our captain. I can summarize his comments for the Latvian press.
Ég er góður, bara smá stífur í baki en það er ekkert til þess að hann er á að gera, bara smá hvíld í dag, þetta var róleg æfing og þannig að ég er klár.
Er erfitt að einbeita sig bara af þessu leik og líta til þess að það er hrikalega stór leikur á móti?
Nei, alls ekki. Mér finnst strákarnir vera alveg fókuserar á þennan leik þó að auðvitað sumir segja að Holland-leikurinn sé líka mikilvægur en við erum gamla góða tuggan, við einbeitum okkur á næsta leik. Þetta er náttúrulega verður virkilega erfið leikur. Við sér það síðustu úrslitamóti ef við getum verið frábær og náttúrulega úr síðustu keppni líka byrjum það virkilega vel. Töpum svo fyrir móti Kýpur. Kannski búið að segja það svolítið oft en við erum að koma því inn í hausinn á okkur og við erum ekkert að ofpeppast og höfum unnið fyrsta leik. En við erum svona ákveðnir í því bara að halda bara áfram að bæta okkur og það er náttúrulega bara meginatriði.
Það búið að minna bara á þessi úrslit í síðustu keppni að þið, eins og segir, að vera konum með þessi úrslit?
Já, algjörlega. Við hefum bara átt okkur á því sjálfur að eins og ég sagði eftir síðasta leik við erum ekki búin að vinna neitt, þetta var fyrsti leikur og náttúrulega þessi leikur er hvað mikilvægari heldur en hinn leikurinn, þannig að við erum einbeittir og við þurfum að eiga toppleik til þess að vinna á útivelli, það er klart mál.
Leiktíminn á morgun, þetta er nánast frá miðnætti. Það var svolítið langur tími fyrir að halda einbeitingunni fram að leika á morgun.
Já, það er náttúrulega alveg rétt þar, ég meina kannski ekki vanið því en þeir eru náttúrulega að spila saman tíma á við, ég vona það og þannig að eins og ég segi, maður er kannski ekki vanur þessu en við verum bara að díla við þetta eins og menn og þó að sé langur tími í leik þá ég held að menn missi ekkert fókusinn á því, þetta er náttúrulega bara leikdagur og sama hvernig hann er spilaður, menn þurfa bara að vera fulli fókuseraðir sko. Auðvitað, ég meina þetta er ekki það margir leikir eins og þú segir í þessum riðli og við þurfum náttúrulega að sanka okkur stigum og koma hingað á útivöll og ef við náum að taka 3 stig þá er það náttúrulega bara perfekt byrjun fyrir okkur og virkilega sterk byrjun og en eins og ég sagði áðan, þetta verður erfiður leikur. Við komum síðast, 2006 eða 2007, töpum 4-0 og þannig að þetta verður virkilega erfiður leikur en eins og ég sagði áðan, við erum búin að fara aðeins vel yfir og við þurfum bara að nýta okkur þeirra veikleika og styrkleika.
Have you focused more on your team's qualities and what you need to improve from your last game than how the opposition is going to play?
We do as we always do. I mean, we try to analyze the team we are playing very carefully, but we give a very short presentation to the players about them. Then we try to, Heimir and I, to give priority to the things in our game that we think is the most important when we play the other team. So it's always like that. So it's no difference from this game. So we haven't started speaking about Holland, for instance. It's full focus on how we should play against Latvia and also how we expect them to play.
Jautājums tika uzdots par to, kas tiks mainīts izlasē spēlē pret Latviju pēc uzvaras par Turciju. Un treneris atbildēja, ka mēs kā vienmēr analizējam pretinieku spēli. Spēlētājiem arī tiek dots neliels ieskats par pretinieku, kā arī mēs vēl nedomājam par gaidāmo spēli ar Nīderlandi. Mēs domājam tikai par rītdienas maču ar Latviju. Un rīkojamies tāpat kā parasti, analizējot pretinieku.
Which kind of game do you expect more?
Yeah, it's always difficult to say. I mean, they have been really good in the way they have defended. They have used all their 10 players like we try to do also when they are defending. So as you can see from the results, they have a really good defense. But then also they have a couple of good strikers, and if they can, they attack very quickly. So it can be a tricky team to play in that way. And they have some good players in the team. I mean, this is not a bad team, even if they are low ranked. I think now with the new coach and the organization they have, so I think we will have a really tough game tomorrow. But hopefully we can adapt to that. It will be a different game than against Turkey, and keep the balance when we play and attack, and at the same time do it in the right way and hurt them as much as possible.
Treneris tika lūgts arī komentēt Latvijas izlases, un uz ko viņš atbildēja, ka Latvijas izlases ļoti labi aizsargājas, viņi izmanto visus 10 spēlētājus aizsardzībā, un mēs cenšamies darīt to pašu. Taču tāpat laikā viņiem arī ļoti labi uzbrucēji, un kopumā tā ir ļoti laba komanda, neskatoties pat uz tās zemo rangu FIFA rangā. Un es domāju, ka mūs sagaida ļoti grūta spēle, un cerams, ka mums sanāks pielāgoties Latvijas izlasē.
You talked about the positive things that came out of the last game. What have you done to, bring the players back down to the ground after that great performance against Turkey?
Yeah, we of course mentioned that how it started the last time with Norway and Cyprus, but we also try to talk about that all the time, to a lot about attitude. But we have a team meeting tonight and a very short team meeting tomorrow, and that will be the last test for us to really try to get all the players to go out there with the right attitude. And I mean, it's always something to handle expectations. I mean, if the expectations, in my experience from other teams, grow in the group and becomes a lot of expectation from you and other people are outside the team, it's very easy, I think, then to think that maybe we are better than we are, or things like that. But I mean, we had a couple of less good matches last qualification, and that have we talked a lot about, not only this time, that we need to raise our lowest level, so to speak. And this is a test for us tomorrow, but as I said, I mean, I don't think Aron and our guys underestimate them, because they know that this team can put up a good performance. They have the results behind them with the new coach, so. And I've been here with Sweden before, and I know it's not easy to play down here.
Trenerim tika uzdots jautājums par to, ko viņš ir darījis, lai spēlētājs nedaudz piezemētu pie zemes pēc uzvaras par Turciju. Un viņš atbildēja, ka, protams, esmu daudz runājis par iepriekšējo kvalifikāciju un par neveiksmi pret Kipru pēc uzvaras par Norvēģiju. Mēs, protams, ar spēlētājiem runājam par attieksmi, kā arī šovakar un rīt mums vēl būs pēdējās sanāksmes ar spēlētājiem, kur arī centīsimies viņus koncentrēt līdz galam gaidāmajam mačam. Un, protams, ka cilvēki arvien vairāk no mums sagaida, ja mēs demonstrējam labus rezultātus, tāpēc ir viegli lidināties pa mākoņiem, taču mēs noteikti koncentrēsimies uz maču. Un, protams, mēs novērtējam Latvijas izlases. Viņi ir spēcīgi izlases, kā arī ar treneru Paharu viņi ir sasnieguši labus rezultātus. Tā kā būsim gatavi rītdienas mačam.
Can I say another thing that I think is interesting when you refer to the Turkey game? It's so fascinating with football, and I think Aron is better to answer that. Sometimes, I mean, as I said then, that was one of the best matches I have experienced as a coach during 37 years, I think it is, especially the first half, and to find out why did it click so perfect this time, and can we do it next time? So we said that on the first welcome meeting, that the big challenge now is to stay at that level and of course try to even be a little bit better, but this is very difficult to find the answer. Why do you suddenly can do such a game and then 2 or 3 games later maybe the next game you're 10% less good? So, but I think that they have worked hard, the players, and we worked hard we tried to organize the team, and that they use their individual skills all the time in the best way. But it's also a lot of focus and concentration, and mostly they have shown this in all matches. But as we said in the welcome meeting, we need to fix 9 more matches. We only done the first now to go to France is our goal.
Runājot par spēli ar Turciju, es jau esmu iepriekš teicis, ka tā bija viena no manām labākajām spēlēm manā treneru karjerā, sevišķi pirmais spēles puslaiks. Un ir grūti atbildēt uz jautājumu, kāpēc tieši šajā spēlē komandai veicās tik labi. Tagad ir svarīgākais turpināt demonstrēt augstu sniegumu arī nākamajās spēlēs un kļūt vēl labākiem. Kā arī mēs, protams, runājam ar spēlētājiem, lai viņi ir ļoti organizēti arī visos turpmākajos mačos, un arī runājam par to, cik svarīgi ir koncentrēties katrai spēlē. Un vēl priekšā ir 9 mači, tā kā domāsim par tiem, un mūsu mērķis ir tikt uz čempionātu Francijā.
You obviously have Alfred back after injury, and Jón Daði put in a good performance against Turkey. There's a lot of competition at the top.
Yeah, I mean, when everybody is fit now we're only missing Johan from injured players, so the better it is. It's good as a coach to have several possibilities, and also if you look upon the different parts of the team, if you have players with different skills. I mean, Dadi is one kind of a player, Alfred is one, and Vidar is the third. So that's also good, because then you get, depending a little bit how the other team plays, you get several possibilities. And good to have backup if someone is injured or not in the best shape. So I'm very pleased with that.
Trenerim tik jādās par to, kā viņš rīkosies ar spēlētāju izvēli, jo ir liela konkurence starp spēlētājiem. Un, ko treneris atbildēja, protams, ir ļoti labi, ka ir tik maz traumēti spēlētāji. Šobrīd tikai viens spēlētājs trūkst, un katrs no tiem ir individuāli atšķirīgs, un katram ir savi plusi. Un tas palīdz pēc iespējas labāk pielāgoties katram pretiniekam. Tāpēc esmu ļoti apmierināts, ka tik daudz spēlētāji ir gatavi spēlēt šobrīd.
Já. Nei, eins og hann sagði þetta áðan, hann síðustu 4 leikir þeir hafa ekki fengið á sig mark. Þeir eru sterkir og þeir eru vel þéttir og en við þurfum að finna glugur, við þurfum að skapa okkur færi og mikilvægt bara að setja mark á snemma ef við mögulega getum. En eins og þú segir, þolinmæði skiptir, þetta er náttúrulega allt annað leikur en á móti Tyrkjum, þar sem þeir voru kannski að sækja meira og en hvað veit maður hvað þeir koma til með að gera. Það verður bara alltaf í lag að koma í ljós á morgun. Hvernig system þeir koma til með að spila á móti okkur?
There are many players injured right now for Latvia. Many of their internationals are not getting much playing time at their club level. Does that affect your game plan or how you approach this game?
No, the only thing is, of course, that we're not as sure as we normally are how they will start, which 11 players Paris will start with. But I don't think that matters too much the way they are playing. So So I don't think that matters so much for us. Of course, it's less worth for our players to know less about their players, but we don't put so much into the individual players if it's not something special with them. So Aron knows, hopefully, if he has been listening, that we know the two strikers are physically good and hard-working, things like that we tell them. But if it's not something special, we don't put a lot of time into individuals, more into the way they are playing. And as we've seen them now, even if he changed the system a little bit in some of the friendlies he played, so I don't think he will surprise us with the way he's playing.
Treneris tika jautājis par to, ka tagad Latvijas izlasē ļoti daudz traumētu spēlētājiem. Daudz spēlētājiem ir maz spēles laiks savos klubos, un vai tas kaut kā maina gatavošanos gaidāmajiem mačiem, uz ko treneris atbildēja, ka jā, šoreiz mēs neesam pārliecināti par pretinieku startu 11-nieku, taču tas mums daudz nenozīmē, jo tāpat mēs nepievēršam uzmanību individuāliem spēlētājiem, mēs gatavamies pretinieku komandai, un protams, spēlētājiem es teicu, ka viņiem ir 2 uzbrucēji, kur ir gatavi spēlēt un kur ir ļoti augstas klases, taču mēs nerunājam daudz par individuāliem spēlētājiem, un pat ja treneris Pahars ir mainījis dažas lietas draudzības mačos, es uzskatu, ka mēs īpaši nedrīksim pārsteigt un būsim gatavi mačiem.
It has obviously been a few hard weeks for Emil after he lost his father. How do you feel his state of mind is?
Yeah, of course, I think he is a little bit affected still, but I talked a little bit with him, and you can't see anything in the way he's in the group. I suppose Aron can answer that question better than I, but I mean, in the football part of it, I can see no difference in him. He's good at training, he's the same person in the group when we meet and talk and things like that. And I just had a short talk with him and asked him how it was and things like that. But I don't think it will affect his performance in any way. I don't think so.
Jautājums tika uzdots par to, kā jūtas viens no Islandes izlases spēlētājiem, kurš pirms pāris nedēļām zaudēja savu tēvu, uz ko treneris atbildēja, ka esmu runājis ar viņu un ar viņu viss ir kārtībā, tas nav ietekmējis viņa futbola prasmes, viņš treniņos un demonstrē ļoti labu sniegumu, un es domāju, ka spēlē nevajadzētu ietekmēt viņa sniegumu gaidāmajā spēlē.
Og ganga á ýmsu hjá þínu félagi, ekki bara hitta Háskólabrekkunni og koma í land?
Ég meina, það er náttúrulega búið að vera upp á síkasti, jú, leiðilegi tímar og allt það, en þetta er vonandi bara á leiðinu upp á við og menn geta að fara að einbeita sér að fótboltanum, en ég veit að leikmennir eru náttúrulega að reyna að einbeita sér að fótboltanum og látum hitt vera náttúrulega. En það er alltaf gaman að koma og hitta landsliðið og spila svona mikilvæga leiki og vera partur af því sem er á uppleiði náttúrulega frábært og ég bara hlakka mjög til að spila á morgun.
Hvernig þér liðið svona með þínar framstöðu og liðsins í haust?
Cardiff. Bara allt í lagi, svo sem. Ég meina, það er náttúrulega mikið sjokk að koma úr úrvalsdeildinni yfir í þessa deild og þó að séum við með marga leikmenn sem að vita hvernig það er að spila í þessari deild, þá er náttúrulega alltaf sjokk að koma aftur í hana en ég er bara búinn að spila allt í lagi, ég er búinn að spila mikið sem ég ákvæmt, sérstaklega fyrir landsliðið líka, að ég sé að fá mikið spiltíma og en úrslitin hafa náttúrulega ekkert verið upp á marga fiska en það fyrir vonandi að snúast við og förum að hífa okkur upp töfluna aðeins.
Any further questions from Latvian colleagues?
Man vēl viens jautājums kapteinim Gunarsmanam. Iepriekšējā spēlē pret Turciju viņš spēlēja balstu pusarpu pozīcijā, uzvarēja praktiski visas 2 cīņas, bet pret Latviju viņam jau būs jāspēlē noteikti daudz uzbrukošāk. Kā viņš tur sadalīs to savu lomu uzbrukumā ar savu kolēģi Sigurdsonu?
This question for you, Mr. Gunnarsson. Against Turkey, you played more back in the field and had to play individual battles with the opponents, and against Latvia, you're probably going to have to move a little bit forward. And how are you going to work this out with your partner Sigurdsson?
Yeah, my job is obviously in this team is holding the balance and obviously letting Sigurdsson go further and further up the pitch. So my job is still going to be obviously holding the balance and keeping everyone in contact and stay compact, because if we lose the ball, teams might damage us, and obviously we will try and look to close every space that you can. And my job is to be obviously in balance, and hopefully I've been doing that well enough last couple of games.
Jāsaka, mans uzdevums ir noturēt līdzsvaru vairāk aizsardzībā, un, protams, mans kolēģis Sigurdssons dosies vairāk uz priekšu nekā es. Un mēs nedrīkstam zaudēt bumbu, un svarīgākais uzdevums mums ir noslēgt tukšās vietas uz laukuma. Un, kā jau minēju, man svarīgākais ir uzturēt līdzsvaru aizsardzībā vairāk.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.